طيبة يا دار العيالة تتلالك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Viewers at home, I welcome you once again to another educating and spiritual TV dawah that is common with Nasfat, popularly known as Nasfat, half hour. Today on this program, we shall be discussing a very relevant and pertinent topic, which is recession, management of resources at domestic level. And with me in the studio today to discuss this pertinent topic, I have our mommies, and I'll be starting with her. I have Alaja Samiat Omolara Momoni, the National Women Affairs Secretary for Nasfat worldwide. Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
To right, I have Alaja Nora Falani. Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And to my left, I have the former National Women Affairs Secretary, Alaja Fawziyat Oladaja. Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I want to start this topic off by asking all our mothers in the house this question: how do we as women react to this issue of low income budget? For example, our husband has been giving us 20,000 for monthly upkeep in the house, and then he comes back and says, "My dear, I have just 10,000 for monthly upkeep." How do we react to this? I'm starting with Elijah Momoni.
Well, it's not new to anybody in the country, the recession that we are going through right now. And we should be able to manage whatever we have as a Muslim sister.
يا طيبة يا طيبة يا دار العيالة تتلالك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا.
As a woman, would you react?
I mean, everything knows what goes on in the country this time around. So if you come home and say, okay, we know every state that how majority of the states are not paying the salary, owing this, owing that. If you come home and say, okay, well, my salary is up to pay, like what sister has rightly said, cut your cost according to the size. Women are managers of the home from the onset, so we should be able to manage. All we need to do, whatever we buy before, the accessory we buy, we call that on excesses at all.
Alaja Falani.
Thank you very much. Alhamdulillah, the Muslim woman is an educated woman. She's aware of her surroundings. She knows what is going on. She has an idea that there's a recession in the country. So when the husband comes home and says things like, "I won't be able to give you how much I have been giving you before," she understands. She knows what's going on. It's her duty to be understanding because she knew. And it's also her duty to know that it is something that has to be discussed within the family setting. She will sit her husband down. They will discuss on ways in which they can now begin to manage their home, because now there's a reason to do so. If things have been going a certain way before, they must find ways of cutting the quote according to their means by now, because it is a known fact that there is a recession. The children must know about it, the family must know about it, so that everybody does the adjustment that is necessary to ensure that the home is in proper conditions.
Alaja Momoni, how do we adjust to this low income? How do we now adjust to this low on ground?
Thank you very much. There are ways by which you can adjust. So you have to reduce your spending. You have to prioritize your spending. For example, if you have certain amount on health, you have to plan your spending, because he who pays to plan plans to fail. Whatever the amount of money that you have to plan it properly. You know, you have to take care of the medical bills, you have to take care of food, you have to take care of the toiletries in the home, maybe the education. So you have to prioritize. If you are spending so much on some other things that are not relevant, that are not compulsory. You reduce the excesses, maybe the social spending. You will reduce it. You go straight to the important things. Survival, because the survival is very, very important. That is food, water, shelter. It's very, very important. So if you take care of those, other ones will come later. But you have to ensure that you enlighten your family. You have to educate them. You have to stress the importance of reducing your spending.
Yes, Alaja Falami, I want you to still give us more on this issue of adjustments. How can we really prioritize?
Thank you once again. We can prioritize in our homes, especially as far as finance is concerned. We can start to learn how to cook low budget meals. For instance, you just have what you call lasipo. Sometimes when in the home, usually everybody eats what they want to eat. This time you make sure that the family eats only one meal and everybody has the same thing at the same time. So if there's no cooking like 3 different meals for the family as one meal, it's one of the ways in which you can adjust. You can also adjust by making sure that you use foods in season. The foods that are in season will cost less in the market. They will not cost as much as those ones that maybe you may have a taste for. Because it's a recession, you must understand that it's a recession and that adjustments must be made. So you look for fruits in season, food in season, and things that are cheaper in the market. Not really bad things, but you make sure that your family has a balanced meal, but by making sure that you buy things that are cheap, that are not necessarily expensive. So that some of the adjustments that you can make within the home. And if you have been using like a whole tin of meals before, for instance, in my home, we usually have the generator on all of the night, but now we don't do that anymore. Now we take it off at about 12 midnight to ensure that, okay, whatever fuel we have serves us for another 3 days or another 2 days. So it's one of the ways in which we are adjusting and trying to cope with economic times.
Yes, you've asked from our mothers how we adjust. To direct it to Alaja Oladonja. How do we mentor children to understand that we are in a very slow economy and for us to adjust to the situation?
Like I was saying on the first time, I said the children as well must know what we call recession, even at this period. Like they are given 2 biscuits, they should be given 1. But dialogue is the best in this situation. Sitting them down, this is the situation at this point. Buying clothes, it is out of it. Buying expensive things, it is out of it. We need to tell them, dialogue with them, so that they will we understand this, our own situation. As mothers, as parents, we have a religious duty to our children. And if that is the case, then we even tell you, because the children of today, they know their rights. Then we tell you, we are still under you, until we are 40 years, that you should be taking care of them. Or then we should let them know this is what the country is saying. As I was talking about the generator, petrol is expensive. Where do we need to go before? Thank God we have VLC. We have all that. Leave your things at home. Tell the children, I cannot carry you with my car to your school. Enter the bus. And the VLC is there. Go through it. That is a way of teaching them, letting them know the reality of life.
Yes, I would like us to expatiate more on the adjustment measures that we were discussing earlier. What are the other things that we can do, measurements that women as homekeepers that were in front of the home, what can we do in terms of adjusting to the current situation?
Thank you very much. There are many ways by which we can adjust. Like as women, or our children of nowadays, they are fond of buying imported materials, imported clothes. You can patronize homemade clothes made in Nigerian materials. They are cheaper than imported clothes. If you are used to going out for eateries, to eat, you can have your homemade cook. You cook very nutritious food at minimal amount. You cook well-balanced diet. You can make hoagie in the morning and akara. You don't have to go to eatery to buy your moi. You can make your own moi at home, which is cheaper and is more nutritious You can do that. You know, you can cook vegetables. Eat a lot of vegetables, highly nutritious. You don't have to be buying meat pie for my kids because he's going to school, because he's doing this, or because my neighbor is doing this. You do things according to what you can afford. And you train on your children accordingly. They don't have to look at other families, what they eat and what they do or what they wear. You know, you do things that is within your means. And you teach them how to limit their expenses.
يا طيبة يا طيبة يا دوا العيانة شفنا لك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا.
I want your contributions too, in terms of adjustment. What should our women do?
There are a lot of things women can do to adjust. Like my other sisters have rightly said, in food, how do we adjust in food? If you take 2-3 times before, you can adjust. Thank God we're in Ramadan. You don't even have to take 2, or it's just limited to 2. But nonetheless, let's look at the expensive things we are talking about. Even apart from the fuel intake that is very costly, what about the tariff, the NEPA issue, the money we pay for the PHPS? That one is too expensive. When you go out in the morning, put or every light, any room that is not there, that is not useful, that you are not living there, put it up. The television, you are not watching television. There's no point putting it on when you are not watching. Put it up. That's the way of adjusting. Because the NEPA bill will come. It will rise because everything is on. If I'm not charging my phone, the light of the charging point cannot be on. Put it off. That's part of it, of limiting that. And moreover, when it comes to the cost of food, limit whatever you buy. Prioritize your food. Prioritize what you have. Social, let it be put aside at this time. 40,000 less, 20,000 akara, all what not. Go there, ask for the color, go there. Alhamdulillah, we are not glad. Women of Nasfat, we have our own color. In all our engagements, they know white and blue. Anything. We don't even spend money on social as well. All we do is give your envelope and leave. And that is a way of cutting down excesses. When it comes to that, we thank God.
Thank you so much. You heard it from our mommies. They have told us we should be patriotic. Women, we should learn to mind what we do, because our children will imbibe our behavior as per the way we do it at home. The complementary role, of women at home, supporting our husbands, helping out. How else can we put more effort in this time of recession?
As women, we are the bedrock of the society. And all responsibilities in the house should not be left to the husband alone. It is very, very essential that we complement all the efforts of our husbands. If you're a working mother, or whether you are not a working mother, you have something doing at home. We should keep ourselves busy. We should be involved in income-generating activities whereby we can augment the spending or the financial status of our husbands. Is very, very important. If not even as housewives, even as maybe you are a widow or you are a single parent, women generally, we should not be idle. We should be involved in one vocation or the other to bring in income, because now we are pace setters and we are the mothers of the society. It's whatever we do that we count, that counts a lot. For example, like as a woman, if I'm not going to the office, if I'm not the working side, or if you don't go to the market, if you are at home, there are so many things that you can do. We all have our own abilities inherent in us. We should be involved in many vocations. We should be doing our community services. We should be involved. You can, as a woman, even at home, you can involve in extra coaching classes for students, jam bites. You can engage in some of these vocations, even example, You are right. Even children in the kindergarten, you can have your own classes. You can be doing some trading, petty trading, so that you can generate income. Your husband cannot be coming in every day, and whenever he's going out, he'll be asking for money for food, money for maybe the toiletries, health wears, all little exercise, little items. Let me tell you, the husband will not come back home. And if he comes back home, he will come late. Because he knows when he gets home, he will be asking and asking and asking. You ask money for food, and when he's going, the last minute you also run after him. Babalagbeja, if he makes money for matches, if he makes money for soap, you know, you have to augment his effort. That way, we will not see you as a liability. Exactly. You should not be a liability to our husbands or to the family. You should be contributing economically to the growth of that family.
Thank you so much. Alaja Solomon, can I have your advice? What do you have to say about this complementary role?
Well, so much has been said about complementing the husband in the home. There are several ways in which you can complement our husband. And the one that I would like to say now is the emotional complement to the husband. Because on his own, he is as a man who is supposed to be in charge of the house, who is supposed to be the breadwinner, who is supposed to be the provider. When he is confronted with issues of economic recession, he feels the frustration more than anybody else, because it makes him less of a man. It makes him inadequate, so to speak. So he needs that understanding. He needs that emotional guidance or emotional support that we women must be able to provide within the home. Anytime you are asking for money or you need to have something, you must say it in such ways that he can understand why you are asking, he can empathize with you, and at the same time you are not asking in such a way as if you don't do it there will be trouble, there will be fire. Let him understand. Though understanding does not mean he's going to be able to provide, but let him empathize with you. Let him know that it's because you need it that you're asking. And at the same time, be understanding too. Islam teaches perseverance. It teaches patience. It teaches all these things. So even from our religion, we know that these are the things that we must imbibe in our homes. So when it's even without the economic recession, these are things that we need to practice all the time and make sure that we empathize with our husbands. If we ask for money and they say it's not available, you must find a way of, so we know how we can catch them, especially if he has it. But if he doesn't have it and you know that he doesn't have it, you have to be patient, you have to persevere and just find means of making sure that you compliment him emotionally and otherwise, so that he does not feel less of a man and so that he does not feel like he doesn't run away from the home or he doesn't come late when he's supposed to be at home. So I can at least spend quality time with his children, because after all, money is not everything too.
Alaja, I want you to say one or two words concerning this complementary resolution.
Of course, we are bedrock of the family. Man and wife, we are one together. We complement each other. No. What I can only say, my other sisters have said, the complementary role when it comes to skill acquisition, adding to what the husband is bringing, and emotional. Then another we can manage their time. As a woman, and the husband is there, haven't done all what they have said, emotional, you have done that to them, adding, supporting them additionally in work, then manage their time. Time management, because it's a you who fails to plan to fail. When they are there as a man there, they are the one working. Even though we are working, if we are working more than, we need to plan our time, supporting them. The recession is there. Okay, the children will go to the school. When are we going to get up? My husband will go to the office at so period of time. We need to, when are we waking up? When the food is going to be ready. Is he going to eat at the office? When we are talking of recession, we need to find time to provide the food. The cooler that is taken taken there to the office, so as to deal the cost we are talking about. What about the children? Will they take money to the school and eat at the roadside? No. This is the time that we must wake up on time, cook for the children as well, cook for ourselves as well, manage whatever we have, whatever resources we have, so that at the end of the day, everything is full with the lay and say, we are happy, the children are happy, the home is also happy.
Thank you so much. You were talking about what was supporting and generating income. Yes, I want to ask this pertinent question. In Nasfat, which opportunities exist for women to support their spouses? Are there anything like soft loans, skill acquisitions, trainings that are being organized in the society?
Yes, thank you. We do have. We have skill acquisition programs. We have empowerment programs in different skills. Not even women's skills alone. We even train them in maintenance of generators. We train them on how to manage your phone. We train them in IT. We train them in so many vocations so that you'll be empowered, and you will not be looking for white-collar job, so that you can start business on your own. We also have other programs that we impact positively on our women. Like, for example, we have enlightenment programs. We have seminars. We do organize Dawa programs. That is training. Enlightenment programs so that they will know what is going on. We discussed, yes, in fact, we held one conference last month at Fort Novo. You have to let your people know the contemporary issues and how to solve contemporary problems in a contemporary way. And apart from that, we have health programs. We do assist our women in terms of health care. We organize medical screening, eye screening exercise, blood pressure exercise. Every Sunday when you get to Nasfat, we have our doctors, we have our medical personnel there. They are there to take care of your blood pressure. You don't have to go outside and pay for it. It's free.
Those are activities.
Yes,
what about things like
then we also
soft loans?
Yes, well, we have a cooperative. We have a cooperative at Nasfat. People, you can belong to that cooperative. You can get soft loans. We also have Nazat, in Nasfat, whereby they assist people, financially. Apart from that, we also have what we call support shop there too, whereby to assist the needy, the economically disadvantaged people. We do have programs for them to make life easier for them.
Another following. If I may ask you, what is the purpose of the support shop that is in Nasfat?
Thank you very much. The ideology behind the setting up of the support workshop is three-pronged. The idea is to alleviate sufferings of people who have been visited by natural disasters like fire, like flood, or an act of God. Secondly, it is also to provide an opportunity for people who are naturally disadvantaged, either because of money problems, to come and buy things at very cheap rates, at very affordable rates. And then the other leg of the support shop is to provide an avenue to raise funds to give to people whose needs are not only based on clothing, furniture, household items, but whose needs are based on cash. So that is the ideology on which the support shop was founded. And as a support shop, we have donations from individuals, from corporate organizations, from whoever is willing, who believes that God has blessed him enough to bless somebody else. They bring old clothes. I don't mean old that are not usable, not things that are not usable, things that have maybe we have worn once or twice and are still in good condition, something that somebody else can still use and appreciate. They bring them to us, well laundered clothes, well wrapped and well ironed, well taken care of. They bring them to us, we package them and we display them on the rack for people who want to buy, but you buy it at very minimal cost. And it's one of the ways in which we have been able to support our people. Those who cannot afford to go to KRA to buy 15,000 naira, 40,000 naira list, they can come into the Nasfat shop. These things are second new. They can buy them for 250 naira, they can buy them for 100 naira, a whole maybe agbada ensemble or even a whole Iru and Buba. We have games, we have anything that you want. People are donating, and we are using this opportunity also to call on spirited individuals who are so moved to support us at the support shop, to bring whatever it is they are not using, but usable things, not things that you want to discard.
So tell us a bit more about this and the contribution, this quota that we have from Nasfat in this of your time is such a big help as I speak.
Yes. Thank you, my sister. You know, like my other sisters have rightly said, we must know before you do anything, before you buy anything, ask yourself, do I really need this? What do I need it for? Is it useful for me? If I don't do it, if I don't buy it, what will happen? If nothing happens, we just do away with it. That is a way of helping them. And that's a lesson to our mothers of today. What you don't need, you don't buy.
What advice do you have for women out?
Advice I have for women is for our women to shun ostentatious lifestyle. At this time, we should shun ostentatious lifestyle. We should be law-abiding. We should train our children properly. We should ensure that our houses are in order, our homes are in order. What we don't need, we don't buy.
I would like to encourage our women to be modest and to teach modesty to their children. This is an opportunity for us to call our children, to help them to be more prayerful, to help them to know God more at this time, to encourage them that life is simple if you make it simple, and that if you shun all the things that you're supposed to shun according to the Holy Quran, you will be all right.
Thank you so much. It's been wonderful having you on this program, Nasfat. You've heard it from our mothers. We should prioritize. We should set our targets straight and be focused. We should cut down on our excesses. Let us realize, as mothers, our children always watch us closely and they follow our footsteps to the letter. It's very, very important that we learn to live a moderate life. So we'll come your way again, and I remain yours sincerely, Omobolande Dabiri. Salaam alaikum.
يا طيبة يا طيبة يا